Hello. Alrighty. Welcome everyone. Okay, so we're not seeing my webcam right now. Let me do that real quick. Okay, let me fix my webcam real quick. Technical difficulties here. Sorry guys, little technical difficulties at the moment. Let's see if I can get my webcam up and running. There we go, we got it running. Let's bring some light in here. The filters. Sepia tone? No. Flashback my ass. Movie. Actually give me a cleaner. I might have to go with the action movie one. No, this one, the Hearth. Okay, so we do got face cam. I'm just getting some things ready here. I gotta open up Filmora. I gotta open up the Unity Engine Epic Games Launcher. Yeah. So take a few moments. We're gonna do a little quick intermission. I'll be right back. Alright, let's get. Whoops. The wrong fucking thing. Alright, so let's get right into this. So I want to. Want to first start talking about video editing. Let me get another source here. Let's get this. Do it. Alright, so I have Filmora opened. First let me get my webcam straightened out. Over here. Alright. Alright, so I got Filmora opened. That's not possible. I exited. One. Let's bring this in contrast. That's a little bit better. Fuck. Okay, that's why it is too much brightness. That's a little bit better. That's what I gotta deal with right now until I get a better light. I gotta get another ring light. The other one broke. Out. Oh. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, tripping. Alright, so I want to talk about video editing. Alright, this is a raw editing project. It's some gameplay from The Last of Us Part 2. I actually like the game so far. So what I did was record some gameplay from this. It goes from when Ellie and Dina were making out after smoking that weed. After they found a massive greenhouse full of weed. And it goes from going back to Abby all the way to back to them. It's only almost a 12.5-minute video. When they first started making out, I went to YouTube and found the green screen of Stewie doing the bow chicka wow, bow chicka wow, bow chicka wow. Okay, so we need to relocate this file. Okay, I'm not gonna look for it right now. So I went to download the green screen footage. I brought it into Filmora. Then I cropped it to remove the black bars because with this type of green screen footage, if you bring it into your editing software, if you try to green screen anything out, it still has those black bars. That's when you have to. Okay, so let me explain this another way. Add another video track. Let me turn off these tracks right here and make sure I lock these so they can no, I can still move it. Oh crap. Alright, so okay, let me just relocate this fucking file. Stop. Put it. Let me do a little quick interview. I gotta find the file here. Showing my file explorer. Okay, so as long as it's not showing my file oh, we'll put it in with green screen footage. This home. NES. Twitch stream, that's where I put it at. Okay. Okay, so what I did was drop and drop. This is what it's supposed to be. Play it back. Remember that episode of Family Guy, Screwed the Pooch? That's where that's where it's from. Right, so right now it's a dark green. Only problem is I wish it was a light green. So if you right click the footage and select green screen, it will give you this. What I did was brought the tolerant the offset way up, thickness oh, like about there, and brought the feather all the way down. Obviously it wasn't gonna work because you still get the actually no, if we turn these pieces of footage up on, you will get this. We don't want that. So the workaround from that is to, with this thing selected, untick chroma key, and your preview in the preview window, just scale it. On. Shift. Bring this one side. that would be fine. Then all I did was right here underneath the preview window, right between the preview quality and display settings and the volume, there's a little camera, the snapshot, or Control Alt S. I took a snapshot and I just did was some keyframes, do like the heartbeat. That's what I got. Okay. Oh, it's locked. I'm not. Okay, so I'm not hearing it. Turn that back on. I might need a display capture for this one. Display capture. First. Okay, gotta go to more. What should it have? Okay, so it's not letting me. Like, what the fuck did I just do wrong? Get the preview render. Hmm. Right, let's try it that way. Nope, nothing. What the fuck? Right, that way. Okay, I did something wrong. Right, you know what, let's just keep going. Um, I just screwed this fucking thing up. And sync. Go back and sync. Right, and my intro. Then The Last of Us Part 2 intro that I made with After Effects that y'all can get on the website. There's one with no audio. I cannot redistribute the audio file I used in The Last of Us Part 2 intro animation due to the licensing. That's your the audio in Last of Us Part 2 in my Last of Us Part 2 intro animation. The audio is from audiohero.com. So that's why I can't. You can add your own audio if you want to, but due to licensing to Audio Heroes terms of service, I cannot redistribute the same audio file. So if you want to use the same audio file as I do, go to you need a TubeBuddy license, or go to audiohero.com to get it. If you want to get access to all of TubeBuddy, all the audio from Audio Hero, I recommend getting a TubeBuddy License Pro or higher license, or use Audio Hero. You have to show you something real quick. YouTube real quick. I wanted to mention TubeBuddy is having a Memorial Day sale from today through May 31st. To all my YouTube subscribers, if you're watching this on a Friday or anytime during the week, you can get 25% off on any new license or upgrade. The 20% off license only applies you can right now, if you use my special link down in the description, tubebuddy.com/Memorial Day, A equals or I'll link you guys to this tweet. It's $A equals John Games. If you use that link, you get 25% off on any license pro or higher. So I'll send that to y'all in the chat right now. Oh, stream longer than that. Alright, onto the video editing. I did the same thing. I took this part, that was the beginning, a sneak peek, then the intros, then I did the same thing, like for the preview, still image, add some keyframes, and added the same audio. That's what I would get. And I made this little test pattern transition. It was and this, and the rest is like history. Then at the very end here, I added the outro.
I did tell you a real fucking story.
Okay, that was real loud. That's the outro. And somewhere along the video, you will see that test pattern transition. So it took me at least 30 minutes to edit this raw footage. Then I went to export, create the video. Wow. Continue. How did it not recognize? It's in there. Are you serious? It's there, ain't it? Okay. Alright, let's try it. Oh, that's why. God damn, stupid. That's why. Okay, so we're gonna step aside. Okay, that was weird. Uh, to relocate that file. Oh, never mind. I can show it on stream. Did all that for nothing. There. Now check a wow. Alright, back to what I was saying before. So with the still image and keyframing animation's my thing. Alright, look for this to do its thing. Get done with the preview render. Let's begin dry. Going against that. So this we should have well and the audio and animating that image. This is what we should get. I'm gonna mute the audio from the gameplay footage. You can hear it. That's what we should have. Then it's gonna play the intro. Now we go to unmute that track. With that unmuted, and the same thing right here. I found it hilarious. Alright, with all that, I exported it, created a video. I don't know, I found that hilarious. Then I went to settings. No. I exported it as an MP4. I gave this a title. Now I went to settings. Make sure the quality is set to best. And the frame rate is 60 FPS. Also, make sure the audio sample rate is 48,000 kilohertz. 48,000 hertz. Click OK. Oh, excuse me. Alright, so this is a new version of Filmora that was just recently released. You can now auto highlight your footage, any type of footage, gameplays, vlogs, any type of footage. You can auto highlight it, and you can make this for. You can let it do auto highlight. You can do a TikTok highlight, which is 15 seconds, and a YouTube Shorts 60 seconds. Or you can do it custom. For me, I do it for 60 seconds, but it's gonna do like a minute. It's supposed to be 60 seconds or less. So I would do a custom like 59 seconds. But if you don't want to do that, make sure to auto highlight is off, because it's gonna render out the video and it's gonna render out the highlights. Then I click export and fully export it and I upload it to YouTube and it's all set. And another thing I'll do talk about is my Grand Theft Auto 5 LSPD episodes. I'm gonna give this project a name, The Last of Us Part 2 Project. I hit enter to save, and it's gonna save that project. Locate list files. Okay. Let's do that. Let's locate some files real quick. Down, chicka, wow, back, around. What would I do with it? Oh, never mind. Chicka, wow, back, around. Let's see. Use. A few moments later, that was the one. Right? Down, chicka, wow, back, around. Okay, it's doing its moment. Okay, this is how I made GTA 5 LSPD episodes. I added my intro, added this nice little Grand Theft Auto intro animation. This. The fire was the green screen off of YouTube, and the Grand Theft Auto 5 logo was off of Google Images. All I did was animate the logo. Then I added a sound effect, the explosion from the Gamora library. When that logo is about to stop right there, I added a flame. I went to the audio tab, went to sound effect, should say sound effects, and it was the explosion. That's a glass break explosion. Explosion right there. This is the sound effect that was used. And animate the logo and just time it right before it stops zooming in right to that center of the screen. Bam, that's what you get. And there is a free download to this project, to this animation. See, if I go to my channel, which is youtube.com/c/SpongeBob 971,000. That's the URL. And you scroll down to the homepage where it says free graphics for YouTube. I'm gonna click, use the arrow, I'll click on free graphics for YouTube, and it's this one right here. It should be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the 8th one down. You click on there should be a link to the file. Probably not. I might have to re-upload it to my new site. Oh yes, it does link to my website. But actually, it goes to the other one. Yeah, I gotta relink it to my new website. So there'll be an updated link for that asset. So after I get done with this live stream here, I'm gonna re-upload it to my website, and then I'm gonna update that link, that video. Then I recorded me being a police officer. I got a police car. I like the one with the rotators. Alright, so how did I get... Alright, I'm gonna mute the audio from the gameplay because I don't want to ruin too much. So how I did the fading in for the... All I did was with the titles and I guess titles and just default title. By clicking this here, I just did a simple fade in animation. Fade in and fade out preset animations. Then I saved it as a preset called fading in out. Then I reused same thing, typing the officer, typing it could be corporal, sergeant. I'm not sure, don't know the ranks, and I'm not good at the ranks, but I put officer. For this one, this is gonna be premiering Sunday at 1:30 p.m. so I'm not gonna spoil too much of the gameplay, so I might as well have to write out the footage to prevent spoilers. And you can put how long they've been on the force. I did Michael DeSanta. I'll put Officer DeSanta. They gotta go with officer in the last name. Then the department. Then I did the same thing for the alert. It was the same thing, but you had to resave it as a preset. I put the time here and what was the violation. Then when you go to do the, I renamed that animation to alert. Then I took that one and I've put the time here, whether or not it's a traffic stop, code 99, code 148, whatever the code is. Then what's for, and what is the description of that code or traffic stop, whatever it is. Then add some little subtitles here. Nothing too fancy. Like for this one here, example 8:10 p.m. 8:10 p.m. code 148 vehicle pursuit. This one was for the little curse word animation. I did some research on how to make it more like, if someone says something funny or something, it'll do this little bouncy pop-up. Like this one here, dispatch, lethal force is authorized, which is a little audio clip took off from Jeff Fabiano's Jack Patman was our backup. He's gonna be credited on, once this gets uploaded to YouTube, I will credit all the sources I mentioned in this streams. If I cannot list everything in the description, I'll do like a little pin pad, little list on some writing pad, like notepad, and I'll upload it to Google Drive and I'll link it down in the description. So technically a portion of the audio is fair use. Then I took a portion of a clip, like for this one here, when dispatch says lethal force is authorized. I did a couple of shots here and got the driver, killed him. I did like 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Then I did the traffic results. Just the same title, but renamed it to results. I call it results 6 for some reason. Then I added at the same thing, renamed it to reason description or reason desk for description. Like this one here, traffic stop results, hitting a pedestrian results in death by lethal force. You'll see the video on Sunday. So I did 1, 2, 3 video tracks, nothing in the audio. That's simply how I made it. I was gonna use my old stinger transition, my old one. I gotta update that. But other than that, that's how I made them. And the same thing, I added my outro. Nothing too fancy. So yeah, if you take any of these and you just rename them, it will be is included and custom. Every time you save a preset, it will be under custom. Other than that, that's how I make my LSPD videos. So I'm gonna Control S to save this project. The purchase button there is to buy the video editor. Oh, I got a license for that. I thought. Now with the Premiere Pro side of things, I'm gonna show you this trailer I have made in Adobe Premiere Pro. This is for my full game called Rubies in Space. This is my layout. Instagram. But the stories. And these raw footages were taken in Unity. Simple. I'm going to mute. It's gonna take a few minutes for Premiere Pro to I get up on my charge. Music, I want to mute the track. Get this back for y'all. Yes, I do have my own game dev company called John Jung Game Studios Incorporated. All my games used to be under my old company called Morrison Games, till viewers started being negative towards my games that I made. So I made Morrison Games my own publishing company, which was started in 2017, 4 years ago. Over 4 years ago, Morrison Games was born. It used to be a game dev company, now it's a publishing company. And that's when I came up with the new game dev company name and logo, John John Game Studios Incorporated. The logo was made with Photoshop. I just like how it turned out. So that'll be the logo for my new game dev company, John John Game Studios Incorporated. That's the publishing company that Edit Presents, which is the Fade In Fade Out. This was made with the Unity engine. And yes. And the font I used for where's this collect precious rubies is the font is named Doctrine. Doctrine. I don't know how you pronounce it, but I'll leave a link to that font down in the description. Yeah, that's what I used for the trailer. Yeah, nothing too. It's just simple, nothing too fancy. But it took me like 20-25 minutes to create this. And the audio that was used in the trailer was made with Magic's Music Maker, which is a free music maker program. And the font for where is this, Lazy? The font for that is called Bastion. I think it's a pre-built font. Okay, now it's Premiere Pro is not responding. Yeah, Bastion is the font name that was used. Yes, Ruby's in Space was something I wanted to create. I want to give credit to Jimmy Vegas because I have learned a lot how to create a 3D platformer game from learning from his tutorials. And one of the updates, those rubies will be changed to something else. I had to create something else. The ruby used for his own game was made with Blender, so basically anybody can use the same object in the game. So the rubies was made in the game because it's a built-in plugin in Blender, or a downloadable plugin. I think it's a built-in plugin with Blender. Like these gems right here. That was made in Blender with a built-in plugin. For those of you who are trying to say copied out of someone else, these gems right here, or jewels, it was made in Blender, but it was done by a plugin, a built-in plugin. So don't be saying it's been copied by somebody else, because it's a plugin built in Blender, a built-in plugin in Blender. So anybody can use the same thing for the game. Lacey and Ranky were created with it's no longer around. Lacey and Ranky were made with Adobe Fuse CC. That was part of the Adobe Creative Cloud subscription. They had deprecated that software, so I was lucky enough to get them created with Adobe Fuse. I might hire someone to create new characters for me for my upcoming games. I don't know. I gotta see where that takes me. And if you guys know what the gender is for Ranky, Ranky is a guy. For those of you who are wondering. Yeah, I know he looks silly, but that's how he was made with Adobe Fuse. Then right here it's supposed to be like a release date, but I'm doing like a countdown to more to the release. Get everybody hyped. Then available platforms it's gonna be on is Itchy on Game Jolt. I'm still working on getting that game to Steam. Right now, right now I hadn't. Right now I am in trying to get in touch with Freedom Games. See about getting Ruben's Face on Steam. Get it published on Steam by them as the publisher for Rubies in Space for the Steam version, because I'm still trying to figure out how to get Rubies in Space on Steam. I went through several freaking tutorials on YouTube on how to do it. I'm just confused. But still haven't had gotten word from Freedom Games yet. If you want to see if you want to see the presets I've created for Premiere Pro, I just love how Premiere Pro stop. Sure. This done. Alright, since I got, I believe this is the color correction. I believe. Yes, that's the color correction. It looks dumb in there. I did a lower third chroma key plugin, a video sharpen, and several different zoom presets. Control S to save this. Fucking Christ. Ah, okay. Just love how Premiere Pro just wants this fucking not. Oh, reason. I need a drink. Then with the file, media, export it out as an MP4 or and Premiere Pro crashed. Okay. And that's not new. Go ahead and send a report. So Adobe Premiere Pro crashed on me during live stream. Lovely. Alright, for the thumbnails, outside of things for YouTube, I use Adobe Photoshop. If I can stupid thing, open up Photoshop. Here, that's for the thumbnail for the Rufus in Space game that's coming out next Tuesday. It's gonna be on Itch.io and Game Jolt. Right. Well, the thumbnail side of things depends on what video I'm doing. If it's okay, so let me open up this one. This is the Resident Evil Village. I decided to use the Resident to make the Last of Us Part 2 thumbnails. I used the Resident Evil 8 Village PSD file, so I don't keep creating new ones and just save it to the okay. If I turn these off, these are the different images I use for my thumbnails. Like this one was for the live stream I did on YouTube, and this one I had to choose between this and this for the when she cuts up your arm. For those of you who have not played Resident Evil Village, I advise you to I advise you all to play it because I'm not spoiling anything. It was between the Resident Evil Village logo to the thumbnail. It's between that or this with text. I said screw it. I'm gonna put she cut off my arm, and boom, that's the thumbnail for that video. That's why I said screw it. Alright, now save it as a PSD file on the cloud. Export as a JPEG. I did create a PSD file for my advanced GTA 5 thumbnails. This is what looks like. This is the thumbnail for Sunday's premiere. I'm on the 12th episode. All of this in this file is there's like whoops. There's 5 folders, each different one. There's one for logo, which is the orange one for text, which is the yellow one, miscellaneous images, which will be the green one, and miscellaneous The miscellaneous images is for like a handicap sign when you're parking legally in a handicap. The red folder is color correction. And the blue folder is background images. This is my favorite type of thumbnail. Let me go to logo right here, turn off the LSPD one. This is my favorite type of thumbnail. That's my favorite scene of Grand Theft Auto. Is where did you get the hoo hoo, Mikey? That's my favorite one of all. Yeah, that's basically the thumbnail for Sunday's video. I got different types of ones for my Unreal Engine 4 tutorials. I use this type of thumbnail right here, which is two basic shapes, the triangle shaped ones, and I brought it up to the corner. Then I added the Unreal Engine 4 logo. Then I went to Google Images and found a clip art of a PS4 controller. I couldn't use the actual image of these with it being copyright. So I found a clip art of a PS4 controller like this. That's like, cool, I can use that in my thumbnail. And I added become a developer. Then this bar right here was inspired by YouTuber. I think it's Tim Mort. I believe that's his name on YouTube. I believe it's Tim Mort. Yep, Tim Mort. And the other person that uses the same one as Tim Mort is just Alex Halford. Shouts out to him. It's inspired by both of them, so I want to give them a shout out. I'll leave their links to their channels in the description on YouTube if you're watching this on YouTube. Or you've been watching this now during the live stream, you can go to YouTube, type in just Alex Halford and Tim Mort. Tim Mort's one got a cartoon image logo with he's got 1.86k subscribers, and just Alex Halford has like over 300,000, almost 400,000. He's got 328,000 subscribers. He does tutorials on softwares like Photoshop, Illustrator, OBS, Premiere Pro, Vegas Pro. He's the best one on YouTube to learn from, like video editing. Does everything from there. He's my favorite dude. And I actually did a tutorial a few years back ago when I made a tutorial in Photoshop on how to make thumbnails like him. And his comment is still on that video. And for the so back to the Unreal Engine thumbnails for my tutorials for the Unreal Engine. If it's a particular topic, I had to go on Google, find a type of image for that type of subject. For this one, I am doing a horror course, survival horror course that's coming soon. I think I'm about doing it between August and September. If I can get to 3,000 subscribers before September, I'll do it in August. If I do not get that within that time frame, it's gonna be like, I'll do it anyway. if I can get 3,000 subscribers by within that those during that time frame, I would do it early. And the short films is basically just a short film what I want to show. And my mini Unity tutorials is on the specific topic. If it's on a specific topic, I just take like a screenshot inside the engine or go online and find the particular image and add that as my thumbnail. And I had my own thumbnail packs I created in the past. I use it for particular games like Bendy, Ink Machine, Among Friday the 13th, Super Mario. You can see from my cloud documents, this is basically I may have done in during that time frame. And my Premiere Pro thumbnails is basically just an image of a random video editing project with text, video overlays, and a Premiere Pro logo. Yeah, I'm like, my thumbnails are like different on how it's just based on. I always try out different things for my thumbnails, but there is a few alternatives to Photoshop. There's GIMP, there's Inkscape, there's Paint.net, there's Affinity Photo, Affinity Designer, Microsoft Paint, a bunch of more alternatives around here. And speaking of Ruby in Space being released next week, I want to give everybody a heads up that I'm happy to announce that Lacey and Ranky are getting their own Endless Runner game. Yes, Lacey and Ranky are getting their own Endless Runner game. There will be if you're a patron, Discord member, you will get a early access edition to the game through a special link. So keep an eye out for that. If there'll be early access edition for Discord members, and there will be a Patreon access edition for Patreon members. And once it's fully released to the public, there will be a YouTuber edition and a streamer edition. So yeah, that's the plan so far. But yes, Lacey and Ranky are getting their own Endless Runner game. And this is the logo for the game. Okay, onto game dev side of things. If you want to learn how to code using Visual Studio, Unity, I recommend using Unity. Since 2019 forgot when the Unity Hub was released. I think it was between 2019. I think it was 2019 when they first released. No, I forgot. But if you're gonna install Unity, you gotta download the Unity Hub. I believe it's 2019 or higher now. If you don't want to use the Unity Hub, it's gonna be like 2018 or below. I believe. This is what the Unity Hub will look like. The version of the Unity Hub I'm using is 2.4.3 at the time of the stream. Or recording. And these are my projects that I'm currently working on in the engine. You see right there, Lacing and Ranking 3DS Endless Runner. And it's currently made with Unity. And the Unity version is 2020.3.0. I got a bunch of other projects that are using the 2019 version. In the Unity Hub, there's the Learn tab, in which you can learn how to create your own games. And there's a community. And there's the installs. And yes, I got Unity 2018.4 to 2020. In the Learn tab, which is educational, they got some projects for you to download and learn from it. In this Lego micro game, you cannot monetize it because with the Lego brand. Because otherwise, if you monetize the micro game, good luck with a lawsuit with Lego. That's all I'm gonna say. Good luck with a lawsuit with Lego. And there's tutorials here. If you're not familiar with particular side of things, like getting started with visual scripting, tracking faces in AR, and there's a bunch of other ones like publishing for PC and Mac, HDRP, high definition render pipeline, introduction to the video, VFX graph, TextMesh Pro, creating and publishing WebGL builds, and working with scripts. So this, if you're an absolute beginner, I'm gonna start off with this section, then take one of these projects and go from there. If you all want to learn more how to create your own game from scratch or make like clone styles of games from popular franchises, Jimmy Vegas Unity Tutorials is the place for y'all to go. I highly recommend them. And yes, if you're gonna learn from Brakkies is no longer doing YouTube because he's focusing on other things. But yes, Brakkies has left YouTube. So if I open up one of these projects, let's see which project I want to open. Let's do this Graveyard Shift project that I gotta work on an update. Alright, we're gonna see. Alright, we're gonna take a 10-minute intermission from here and we'll get back right into it.